the channel, guys. Welcome. We're going to do two things today. We're going to react to the Sunderland game, which was one of the most annoying games this season, to be honest with you, and very frustrating. And then preview the game. Big up to OKJZ. I got the New Man City one. It's actually good, you know. Big up to them. As I said, I was going to try it because everybody keeps advertising it. I'm going to definitely try. But welcome to the channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, do all that. Let's say we're going to talk about the 1-1 result that we got at Sunderland Stadium of Light, which is no surprise because...
No, were you talking about 1-1?
Oh, no, yeah, you know. I'm just annoyed at the moment, man. I don't really care. 1-1, nil, whatever it is. We cannot be surprised though, because I was looking at the record at the Stadium of Light. These Sunderland guys haven't lost there, you know. But yesterday the team did try. We cannot come here or go on Twitter and bash the team and say, oh, they didn't try, or they were bad. We did score a goal which was put offside. Bernardo Silva scored. Dogu had an opportunity, well blocked by a Sunderland player. Savio, he had opportunities which he had to put away, especially the one where Checky gave him a very nice curved ball, reminding us of the KDB days, and all he had to do is tap in. But nah, the guy, as always, he fluffed it. Fair play. Then he had a second chance again at the left, fluffed it again. Haaland again fluffing chance after chance. Adam, when was the last time Haaland scored? Adam?
I forgot. That was like...
Yeah, you forgot. You know why you forgot? Because this guy has started stinking. This is why we need Semenyo. People were asking, why do we need Semenyo? We've got Haaland. Who's the top goal scorer? It's because Haaland has got moments like this where he starts smelling and stinking, where he can't score. So it's not like I'm saying Haaland is a bad striker, but I'm saying he's a human being also. So he'll have a drought. So this is his drought time. But overall, man, it was a frustrating game.
Okay, cool. I get Haaland was not great. But what about Mr. Cap? No, I get Haaland was not great. But what about Mr. Captain and Starboy?
Captain scored though.
But he was still garbage. What else did he do other than that offside goal?
Cardio. He was running. He was doing cardio. Foden was quiet. I can't lie. I can't defend Foden.
Patrick, what Bernardo did last night was pretty much his best impression of a Roadrunner. You know that cartoon Roadrunner? That's what he did. What did Foden do yesterday?
Foden was quiet. I can't defend Foden. It was quiet. It was a very frustrating game, to be honest with you. Foden was very, very quiet, and that for sure I can't really say that and back him. Yes, people are saying his new role means that he has to do a lot of work, but Foden was very quiet yesterday. What did you think of the game yourself overall? Because I wasn't impressed. We only started looking more threatening when Rodri came on the pitch. Is that wrong to say?
Look, I was disappointed. Like Patrick, look, the only two positives from yesterday was Donnarumma saved our ass and Rodri being back. That's the only two positives that I can take from last night.
You can also take Doku being back because Doku was very good. He almost scored.
Yeah, that's the only three positives you could say. But other than that, what else is the positive? Because Donnarumma saved our ass there. If Donnarumma was not in goal, we would have probably lost that game.
Do you know the issue I had with yesterday? We were becoming so slow when attacking at them. We were giving Sunderland all the time to get back in that shape. Did you notice that? Our attack was so slow.
That's us for you. But people will tell you, Bernardo's versatile.
Was what?
Now, when you ask people out and say, what does Bernardo offer? They'll tell you he's versatile. And then you had one idiot in the WhatsApp group telling me that Bernardo on the right wing is better than Semenyo on the right wing. What, like, genuinely, what sort of drugs do people take?
Wait, Bernardo is better than who?
Better than Semenyo on the right.
Nah, that's just banter. I'm pretty sure they're trying to banter there. Bernardo is better than Semenyo on the right wing. That's bollocks. That's bollocks. And yesterday's game just shows how much we need Semenyo. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people were asking.
I don't think he'll be here for that Chelsea game. Maybe, but he'll probably be there for that Brighton game. Maybe. But
Well,
he'll
his
probably.
manager
Yeah,
says
I
he's
know.
gonna
He
play.
just.
He's
Yeah.
gonna play. He's gonna play against Arsenal.
Yeah, he's gonna play against Arsenal. We just gotta hope that he doesn't get an injury, because knowing these scumbags, Arsenal, they'll probably try to injure him.
I don't know. What about defensively? Do you think we need McGay at all, or you think we
To
don't?
be honest with you, look, I think we still need Gehi. Gehi, we need him. Yeah, Gehi will still be a good addition. But look, Ake was alright as well. Diaz was alright. But I think
Yeah,
it's
Ake
just
was
that
right. Yeah, but I think he's
it's
just
just
getting
that
old. That's the
literally
thing.
yesterday we had chances, but guess what? We didn't put them in the back of the net.
Yep.
So what can I say? It's just that we were just shit the whole game, and you can only say
Yeah,
they were
like
probably
we wasted
you could.
chances. Like
That's
especially
what I
the
said
tap
to you,
in.
and
You
that's
know
what I
the
said.
stuff you
You
tap
can
in
only
though.
say, Patrick. You can
Mm.
only say maybe two players from that team could hold up their heads high and say they had a good performance. Was Rodri and Donnarumma,
Cherky had a good
and yet
performance. Cherky put
Turkey.
people
Okay,
through.
Turkey had a better decent performance than Foden.
Yeah, did you see
Foden
the
was,
through balls he put through and people just missed?
but wait, Foden was shit. Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, Mr. Captain, aka Roadrunner, was dog shit. But then you have dumbasses in our fan base who tell you, "Oh, Ronaldo is versatile." But what did he do yesterday? He did fuck all.
Yeah, he did nothing yesterday. What about what about Tijani Reinders? Did you like him when he came on?
He was okay, but what can you do if you're not putting it in the back of the net? It's all great. It's all great
Ah,
making chances.
yeah, it
It's all
wasn't great.
making
Guys,
no.
keep liking the
It's all
video.
great. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all great that Turkey making those chances. But if you got people like Xavier not putting it in the back of the net, you got Haaland not
Asabi is
putting
a
it in the
fool.
back of
Like
the net.
that's a tap in. Do you remember that ball? That's a tap in. What was he doing? Did you see that?
And you know which was
Uh,
the worst one. The
uh,
worst one was, I think it was when Roger put him in,
yeah.
and I don't know how he did not put that. If that, I swear to God, if that was Raheem Sterling or Leroy Sané, that's going in, or Riyad Mahrez. That ball is going in. Even if that's a Semenyo's putting the ball in that back of the net. But listen, look, we dropped points, but listen, it is what it is. It's 4 points. I still think we can win the league, but
Mm.
it's just disappointing that we didn't get the 3 points.
Yeah, but it's going to make things a bit difficult for us. You know what I mean?
No,
Because I
listen,
don't think
obviously,
look, I
it's gonna
genuinely,
make
I'm
it
telling people
difficult.
honestly, I think with Gabriel back, Arsenal don't drop a lot of points.
Listen, no,
You know what I
look,
mean?
I still think, look, it's gonna be difficult, but I still think we'll win the league.
Okay, that's a positive because I think with Gabriel back, I think Gabriel was the reason why Arsenal were not playing great, and now he's back. You can see they look solid. But Declan Rice is injured, by the way, so it looks like it's a serious injury because you saw Rice was telling Morgan Rogers after the Aston Villa game that my knee is fucked, so his knee is completely gone. But big up, guys! Keep liking the video. Let's move on to Chelsea. So, how do you see this Chelsea game, Mr. Adam? You've noticed that now they have no manager. It's going to be Willie Caballero who's going to manage the team.
To be honest with you, the simplest thing I can say is just get the 3 points. That's all I give a
Yeah, but
shit.
that's all you say,
Because
and we still don't get them. You always
no,
say, let's get
because
the 3 points.
I get that because listen, we can't afford not to drop another point. Because look, Arsenal are most likely gonna, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah, slap Bournemouth, yeah,
Mm.
slap them left, right, and centre, yeah. So if anyone thinks Bournemouth are gonna somehow, some way do, yeah, beat Arsenal,
No,
you got a
Bournemouth is
better,
finished. Yeah, they're 15 in the table.
yeah. No, that's what I say to you. Whoever thinks they Bournemouth are going to do something against Arsenal, you need a reality check because they're not
Hmm.
doing nothing. Arsenal will slap the shit out of them and they'll get the 3 points. And they go back, they go to 7 points. And the only thing we can do is we have to beat Chelsea and get it back to 4 points. That's the only thing we can do because Arsenal are going to win that game tomorrow. And we just have to get it back to 4 points. And that's the difference. I think we just gotta just do what we gotta do, man. I say we'll beat Chelsea, but I said that I also said that for Sunderland, and guess what? We dropped points, so I think we just need a reaction. And will we get a reaction?
The
It's
Chelsea
just a
game is
matter
at
of
the end
waiting
of
and
it, isn't
see.
it?
No, I get that, but listen, I get that, Patrick. But did we not say that we were gonna get a win against Sunderland? Okay, I did say Sunderland was gonna be a tough game,
Hmm.
but guess what? We dropped points, so I think this is a matter of the players just need to be up for the game. The players, the management.
They know all of the players, though, you know, because you heard Bernardo saying that we know we need to win games like this.
But okay, it's all great. Bernardo saying that and saying that, but when if he's putting shit performance week in week out, it's all great. Yeah, saying everything nice and sweet for the cameras, but yet when you're shit on the pitch, it's all great doing the talking on in front of camera. Do the talking on the pitch. That's why sometimes I have that say, shut the fuck up.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think, look, I'm just disappointed that our build up was so slow at times and we were allowing Sunderland to
but
get back into shape. But
Patrick,
overall,
Patrick,
I think we
Patrick.
tried and Sunderland were
But
just
Patrick,
stubborn.
why are you surprised, yeah, when you have a midfield three of Bernardo and Foden? Because Foden did not help Nico G at all. Bernardo, Mr. Captain, did fuck off to help Nico G. But yet you got idiots that will tell you, he's versatile. I just make it
He's
make
versatile,
sense.
though, low key. He's
Okay,
versatile.
he's versatile. But he's versatile. But Patrick, it does not take a fucking rocket scientist to know, yeah, that Sunderland are a physical team. And
Hmm.
you are going to need to somewhat say offer some help to Nico G. And that's why I said, honestly speaking, I would have rather started Reinders. Okay, some people say he's
But
what
Reinders
was it? He's
is not
weak,
physical, though.
but okay, at least he does the dirty work more than fucking Bernardo does. Or okay,
Okay.
if that's not
Prophet,
the
how you
case,
doing, man? Prophet,
or
are you
okay,
here?
or if that's the case, yeah, Patrick, you know what you do?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
move Nunes there and help Nico G, and then you put Kusanov at right back.
You know that's
But
the
is Pep gonna
way.
do that? Pep
You
ain't
know that's
gonna
the
do
way
that.
forward. People don't want to do that.
No, that's what I say to you. Pep is not gonna do that. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but we'll see anyway. Prophet, are you here with us?
Yeah, happy New Year, everyone. I'm right here. I am right here with you guys. I think we haven't learned from last season. We can come up with whatever solutions that we want. At the end of the day, Pep is not going to do it. So it's going to boil down to hopium. We hope that Arsenal collapse and we waltz through the door because what Adam has said, haven't we seen it before? The same
We
slow
have.
build,
Yeah.
the same allowing teams, Sunderland, to get back in position. Look at the big difference between the first half and the last 25 minutes or so when Rodri and friends came on. It is simple. We were passing the ball through the lines and we were getting at them before they had the time to regroup and sit a million players behind the ball. Why is that? Why can't we just translate that in the first half? It's obvious. They press us high, they lose the ball, get at them. Instead, we get the ball, we put our quote unquote foot on the ball, slow it down, so now it becomes more difficult to attack them. And even that being said, we got a couple of chances. We didn't take them. And that is the story of the game. And now everybody, Sunderland has one of the best home records. We don't care. It is Sunderland. It's like Real Madrid going to Elche and Elche hasn't lost a game at their home stadium. Nobody cares. Real Madrid is expected to take the 3 points, and we're getting very good at excuses. We have where are we playing Chelsea? Home or away?
We're playing
We're
Chelsea
playing
at
at the
home at
Etihad.
5:30.
It's at the Etihad.
Yeah, Chelsea's form has been poor though. So if we lose to this Chelsea team, then we're just horrible.
It's not a draw is a loss is like a loss. So we're
A draw
we
is
have
a
to,
lot. We cannot draw. We cannot draw to this team right now, and we can't afford to draw.
but the thing is this, right? We have Anfield to go to. Liverpool isn't doing anything much, but of course, as usual, there have been seasons where Liverpool hasn't done much. But
And we
because
shit
it's
the bed.
Anfield, we go and play Anfield instead of what we see on the pitch.
Hmm.
Yes, and Spurs away is coming up. Other clubs are watching this. All right, let us press high and see what happens. You know what? Right now, it makes no sense to make any analysis. It's the same thing over and over. We can do
That's
way
what I'm
better
saying.
than what we're
You
doing.
know what's gonna happen, Prophet? Like on Saturday, wait. Is Nico G injured? Injured? Because he didn't say in the press. The press, he hasn't said anything. So is Nico G injured?
I don't know. It might be from the. Hopefully, it's not, but I don't know. It
Okay,
might be a
so
serious one.
now, Prophet, we've got a situation where Rodri is back. What do you do?
If Nico G is fit, you continue to give Rodri the cameos, yeah, until he is back to square one, because I still don't think Rodri is 100%. Couldn't be 100% because he has not been playing in football. So continue to give him those 20-25 minute cameos and assess him. But the problem is, the minute I saw him playing Sunday and he was doing well, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Oh, we need to start Rodri. Then we start to spam him 3-4 games in a row. Then he disappears again for another 3 to 4 months. So I think we shouldn't get overexcited. Nice cameo. Good to see him back. Let us continue these cameos until he's back up to speed, because I can guarantee you this. A cameo is different from starting the match. And if we are going to, based on what we have seen with Nico G, if we're going to allow the same thing with Rodri, where he has to be all over the place, just getting back fitness, we know what is going to happen, because Rodri is going to have to be all over the gap because there's no protection anywhere, right? And of course, we know that Pep is not going to. Pep is stubborn, so we just have to live with it. It's just a case of hopefully we get away with it with Rodri, because if not, it's going to be a very long season, because we cannot really afford. After you see this now, after spending over £300 million, right now at this part of the season, we can't have a Rodri not being fit for the rest of the season, because right now it seems that it's going to be dependent on him again after spending so much money. So it's a case of hope. Let us hope Arsenal does some madness, and let us hope that we do the right thing, and let us hope we can carry Bernardo and friends, because gents, it's not going to change. Pep is not going to drop him. He's going to continue to offer nothing, and we're just carrying a player. And the excuses will be as usual. He's versatile. Nobody can do what he does, which is true. He is the greatest at being everywhere and nowhere at once. So nobody else has that quality in the team. So we're just going to have to watch and wait. UCL, take your mind off it, because there's no way in hell we're going to go to the knockout stages with the teams that we are seeing, and our midfield being so shaky that they're not going to waltz through. So take our minds off the UCL. Let us see what Carabao Cup has to offer, and stay close to Arsenal. If it's a case where we're still in single digits coming down the line, the weight of expectation is what we are hoping that will crush Arsenal and get them very shaky, because we know what they are. We know what Arteta is like. But mark you, if we give them a double-digit lead, the psychology is going to be different. So keep it single digits and try and dig out some results and hope for the best. The tactics and all of these things, it's never going to change. So we just have to, unless Bernard is injured, we're not going to say anything different from the boss. So yeah, it is what it is. Simple as that. Chelsea is not going to be easy. It doesn't matter if Mariska is there or not. If they're coming with pace, we know what the story is going to be like. The good news is it's at the Etihad, so let us see. We can grab 3 points there, because anything other than 3 points, back-to-back draws or whatever dropping points, that's going to start causing some issues. And we're going to be in the territory of we need to be winning 15, 16 games in a row. So, and that includes winning at Anfield, which we haven't done with crowds there and other places. So let us see how it goes. But it's typically the same thing. We're getting bits and pieces of the team, still the same old complaints, still the same slow passing. You know, thank God for Nunes and Donnarumma. Ake didn't look too bad yesterday. You know, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like it's just repeat with this manager. He doesn't want to, and now he's so happy that Rodri is back. It looks like his system all depends on Rodri. But anyway, guys, let's keep going. Like the video if you haven't liked, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Let's keep going with this. So I know there's no point of doing the lineup preview, but we have to just do it because it is what it is. It's part of YouTube. Obviously, in goal we go with Donnarumma, unless Trafford has started performing in training. Again, it's Nunes. It's not very difficult to predict this manager these days. So
You're gonna disagree with me, but that midfield is simple. If
yeah,
what's
but
his name-
wait, can I ask you something? Do you play Ake again in this match?
no,
No, Ake is not going to
listen,
play. It's going to be
no,
Gavardia.
no, 1 minute. If Nico G is not fit, I don't want to see Bernardo need his starting lineup. I'd rather have Reinders and Rodri there.
Do you know the thing
Don't
about your
want to see
manager here?
Bernardo need it.
Do you know the thing about the manager? And I think Prophet will agree with me. If he really wanted to dominate Chelsea and kill them, put Nico G and Rodri in that midfield, and Rodri can just be free to do whatever he
But
wants.
the thing is, Patrick, we don't know what's his name, Nico G's fitness is like. What did he say in the press conference, Pep?
He hasn't said anything. He didn't point him out.
Yeah, so that's why we just gotta wait and see what happens tomorrow. If he somehow is able fit.
But even if he's fit, it's not going to happen. Pep already told us that he's not going to play Rodri and Nico G together. So that's another waste of time. We'd love to see it. We saw Kovacic and Rodri on the final leg of the 4 in a row, and it improved the midfield by a mile because the same thing was happening. We were getting run through. Kovacic provided some cover there, and they both interchanged their positions between 6 and 8. But Pep already told us that that's not going to happen. So even if Nico G is fit, it's one or the other because Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, but what is Silva going to do? I'd rather tell Nico G to play as an 8.
That is not going to happen. All we can do is it would be a good change because at least we have the height, we have the physicality, but Pep's mind is set on a particular thing. We saw it last season when we had Jacob Wright as an actual DM. We had a couple of the youngsters, McAtee and friends, which we could have tried to stop the rot of the 1 in 14. And the manager didn't do it. And he came out and said that maybe he could have, but he just wanted to use Bernardo and Gundogan. So we have to come to grips with that. That is what Pep is like. He has won trophies doing that, so he's not going to change. And it's just simple as that. It may work, but we'll never see it.
But I get that. I get that, Prophet. But at some point, the man needs to put his fucking sentimental, like for fucking Bernardo aside.
But he has shown himself that's what he's going to do. So whether it's sentiment or not, he's going to continue to do the same thing. He's going to die on his sword or shield. So it is simple. If we do not come up with the EPL or another significant trophy this season, he has to be held accountable for that. So it is just simple.
Do you hear what he says? He says Rodri is always on the pitch. We are better. Without Nico, it would not have been possible because Kovacic is not been there for a long time as well. Nico has been understanding, but Rodri is Rodri. Everybody knows we are better. That people feel better. Basically, he's trying to tell you that Rodri is going to start playing from now on, and Nico's going to hold bench.
But he already said that before, so I'm not quite sure why anybody's surprised. It's going to be Rodri starting the matches, intense matches because it's coming down, because January is going to be a whole lot of matches. He's going to start most of them. All people can do now is cross their fingers, hope and pray. Give me a moment.
I don't know, man. I just think like Bernardo should. The only way he will get rid of Bernardo if is Bernardo leaves, you know. That is only
Patrick,
that's the only.
the only way Bernardo is not going to be in this lineup is unless he gets a suspension or an injury. But this guy's going to be there. As much as he's been shit.
You know what, man? I fuck it. I'm taking him out. I don't care. He can cry. I'm taking him out. Fuck it. I don't want to see that fool again in this lineup. We don't have we don't have wingers. We don't have wingers now. And
Doku's back, so I think it'll be Doku.
And you know another thing is, I think Foden as a 10 is becoming useless also. I don't see what he's doing. But anyway, it is what it is.
Doku made such a big difference when he came on yesterday as well. And Doku has the passes because he went into midfield or drifted into midfield a few times, and the passes were just superb. Exactly what we needed. Breaking the lines, going forward. Who to tell you can use Doku as a midfielder?
But Prophet also, what's his name? Cherky had good passes to these idiots, but they missed.
Yeah, listen, Cherky is Cherky, and the good thing about Cherky is he doesn't seem that he's going to take any programming, the Pep programming. He's going to continue to play his way, which is try and get the passes, try and get the ball forward. He's just doing his thing. And the problem I think the team is having is that some persons, because I remember when Nico G just came in, that was his style. He got the ball and he's looking to pass forward. No, he gets the ball, he's going sideways, backwards. So at least Cherky still has that. In the second half, Foden started to drop a little bit deeper and started to play the balls forward. Why can't he do that from the first half? What are we holding on to? Doku is Doku. He gets the ball, he's going to do his thing. Why is the team, it's just bits and pieces? Why is it the team holding on? And then when things are either going against us or we're getting desperate, we actually start to play the football. Because the last 25 or so minutes, that is a city, that is a possibility of a city, right? Sunderland were forced to go back. They were pressing, we were passing through the press simply because we were breaking the lines. We decided that, listen, and Roger does not have that fear either because, of course, Roger is a senior player. He can just, that's what he does. But it seems that everybody else is holding back. We can play the game a particular way, but I don't know if it's a refusal or there's no confidence. First half, Sunderland were being pressed to death by Sunderland, coughing up the ball. It was a shambles the first half, and even then we still created a few chances. So maybe it's a case where this season we're going to be shaky, but more times than not, we're going to be clinical, like against Palace. Because remember, it was a similar thing with the Palace game. We were being outplayed. We were getting a midfield lesson from Adam Wharton. The difference between Palace and Sunderland is that we were clinical with the chances that we got, and the same thing would have happened to Sunderland because Savio missed 2, Haaland missed 2. The problem that we're going to have is that when we face teams that have better quality all over the park, especially in the UCL, we're not going to get away with that. So that's why I'm writing off the UCL total, because if Sunderland and Crystal Palace can do that to us, when you run up into a Barcelona with Pedri, a PSG with Vitinha.
Yeah, but didn't Barcelona lose to Chelsea? What are we doing here? Why are we so quick to write things off? Didn't Chelsea beat Barcelona 3-0?
And
come
what
on, guys.
happened?
It's a new year, guys. Have some hope. It's just Debbie Downer, nothing can go right because you drop points at Sunderland. Come on, guys.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Carl. You are happy with yesterday's result?
I'm not happy with it, but I know what happened. I know that Sunderland, nobody's won at Sunderland. for this season.
Yeah, but didn't you think we were moving the ball too slow because we were
No.
allowing
The problem I said from the beginning was very clear. I told everybody once you put Savinho on that team, we're not winning. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Haaland also
It-
missed chances, you know.
Yeah, but the reason again, if Haaland doesn't score, somebody else has to score, and a guy who cannot score should not be playing. I'm sorry.
Like Silva.
No, Silva's okay. Silva's role was cool. Silva was doing his thing. The problem was that you were one-dimensional, right wing, because nothing is coming from your left wing. Because you played a guy who's not at the level to play for us. Let's be clear. Once you remove that guy from the equation, the balance of the game changed. We're creating more chances. You create those chances over 90 minutes, you get a goal. You take out Reinders, who got you goal against Forest, playing higher up next to Haaland, who got you the goal the game before, and you play Savinho. For what? He can't score a goal.
He's injured now, so he won't play against Chelsea.
He shouldn't be. He
That's
should
why we
not
don't
be
have
in.
him
He
in the
should
first
listen,
lineup.
Patrick. You know me. I don't make big statements, but I'm telling you, and I've told you from day one, the reason why this guy is playing is because he's a CFG project. They want to make the CFG project work. The guy is not at that level. Hear me out, right? What I'm saying is, I haven't seen 11-year-old boys, 12-year-old boys who can use both feet to score a goal. This guy is getting hundreds of thousands of pounds and cannot use his right foot. What are we doing here? Why is Cherky so dangerous? Because he can go left and right. Even Raheem could use somebody's left foot. Sane could use left foot predominantly, but could also use right foot. This guy can't. And you're making £100,000 a week or more in a top team. This is not Girona. It's not Girona or Troyes.
Who picked him in the team?
That's the problem.
So there we go.
Is the problem.
But
And-
I've
and-
been saying that from the summer.
And Patrick,
What happens this season is going to boil down to one person and one
you bet
person
me out.
only.
You bear me up, Patrick. I put in the chat. I put in the tweet. The moment the lineup came up and I saw this guy on that field, I said, "We're not winning this game."
Yeah,
Sorry.
but Carl, Profit is saying the same thing, that the manager keeps putting some of these players for
Don't
no
know why
reason.
he keeps putting him there. See, I don't mind Ake because of Josko. Fine, no problem. Rotation, minutes, legs. I get it. And Ake didn't do too badly. Fair enough. I don't mind Bernardo Silva playing deeper. Okay, he's not quick on the ball, but he does his job as much as he can, especially when Rodri is there. My problem was that you're playing a guy who's not a left winger on the left wing, and he's got no goal. He's got no end output. A half-fit Doku is better than a fully fit Savinho. That's my problem. He's not good enough, guy. This is the same guy who's dropped from Brazil. He's dropped from Brazil, and Brazil are shit. And yet he starts for us away at Sunderland that nobody's won. Not Arsenal, not United, not Newcastle, not Liverpool have won there. And you start him away there. You're not going to win. Yeah, this is my frustration, is that as a manager, I mean, £20 million a year, you know this guy ain't going to give you nothing. And you play him there in a tight game where you know you have to win. I don't know. I
It
don't
has been
understand
the
it.
story of the season. Him on the left wing makes no sense, but guess what? It's going to happen. Marmoush can't get a look in when he was here. Pep is going to continue to do the same thing. As I said, the only hope is the pressure of expectation gets to Arsenal. Hopefully they drop out in the Carabao Cup semi-final and that will start a domino effect. But we're going to have this topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I mean, profits. I mean, that's
Continue.
fair profit. I mean, it's 4 points is nothing. 4 points with over 57 points to play. 4 points is nothing. It's not the what I saw in that second half when Roger came on. I've never seen anything like it before. I mean, this guy's the best in the world. There is no debate. Rodrigo is the best in the world.
Yeah, I saw the football changed. The football changed.
Brother, Patrick, he's the best player in the world right now. There is no question. When you watch this guy's performance, the way he plays the game, a total footballer, there is nobody right now on planet Earth better than Rodrigo.
Yeah,
Not
but this is
Ousmane
the
Dembele,
thing.
nobody else.
But Carl, let me ask you something, Carl, though. Now Pep is all giddy saying Rodri. I get it, but should that be the issue with a top class manager that Rodri should bail him out all the time?
Brother, listen, they're players and they're players. When Rodrigo's on your team, if Rodrigo's on Arsenal win the league. Just be clear. If Rodri is at Arsenal, City don't have a chance. I'm telling you. They're players and they're players. They're players and they're players. They're players and they're stars. They're superstars. That guy is a superstar. The problem we have is that this guy, when he has too much time, he goes back to sentiment. Let me give this guy another chance to prove me right. Let me give him another chance. That's what happens. And I get it. As a coach, it happens to all of us. We try again. But at some point, the guy's just not there. And in the run-in, you can't take those chances.
And even if it's going to happen, it's not going to happen on the left wing, based on what I've seen from Savio. So
it's not happening on the left wing. You're right, Prophet. It's not. Prophet,
it's not going to happen on the left.
Prophet, you're right, Prophet. He's not.
They can't shoot it right.
O'Reilly was getting cooked. O'Reilly was getting cooked all the time because Salvini wasn't tracking. But there was when Doku came on. How is it that we drop them back almost 20 yards into their box when Doku comes on? The game changes on the left hand side. Injury, he's still getting back to fitness. He's not perfect. Doku, we still push them back 30 yards. Why? I go watch the look on Pep Linder's face. Go look his face. Go watch the sideline. You see a guy who, for me, looks like he's saying, bruh, I told you this guy ain't good enough. Don't start him.
So what is going to happen now when Semenya comes through the door? So let us say Doku is fit. I am thinking Semenya on the right, Doku on the left. Is Pep going to do that because Bernardo has to play? And right now, Cherky has to play.
It's very simple.
I don't see Foden getting dropped either because CFA.
You have to play. If everybody's fit and we have Semenya, you're playing Doku left, Semenya right, Haaland middle. You're playing Rodri, Cherky, and Foden.
I'm willing to bet £1 million. That is, well, maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt Pep is going to do that. Because that means Bernardo has to be seated on the bench because Semenya has attacking threat, the same threat that Doku possesses on the left-hand side. Yeah? And he can crouch as well. That's perfect. Plus you have Cherky in the middle. Foden can drop deep, whatever the story is. But I can't, for the life of me, see Pep going that way. I just can't see it. Because he needs Bernardo. For some reason, I don't know. Sentiment, call it what you will. Bernardo has to play, and that is where the balance is going to, the problem is going to be, because Semenyo and Doku coming through, interchanging, because Semenyo can always so go on the left. They can interchange. The possibilities are endless.
The problem. I mean, Bernardo can still play, but Bernardo should not start.
But he is going to start.
This is the
and
problem.
That is the thing. He is going to start.
Yeah,
coming on the last 20 minutes to calm down a game or kill it off, no problem. Playing against a team that's not physical and all they're planning to do is sit in their own box, no problem. But once we face a team that has pace and physicality, Semenya is through the door. It must be a case that once Semenya and Doku is fit, they have to be on the pitch, because right now, that alone prevents a team from trying to press you, because you can go over the top to Semenyo, we can go over the top to Doku. Doku can release the pressure with the dribbling. Semenyo can do the same thing on the right-hand side.
Yep.
But for some reason, I just don't see Pep trusting that. That seems like too much freestyle.
This is where as you lay his bed, he's going to lie on it. That's it. There's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do, man.
If we do not come up with, because as far as I'm concerned, we handed a title to Slot last season. If we somehow manage to hand a title to this coward Arsenal team, when I drop the hashtag Pep out again, I don't want to hear any excuses, because Semenyo walking through the door. We have a killer walking through the door.
Absolutely.
It should be every team that faces us, it's a problem, and we should be a problem. But let us see how it goes. But yeah,
Prophet, I agree. Prophet, listen, I agree with you, Prophet. I mean, I 100% agree with you, right? But for some reason, sentiment just gets the better. I don't get it.
it's
Even the journalists asking why you playing Sevilla said because he can run. I'm like, but he can't finish. He can't score. I cannot score goal.
true.
And
I
you're a
mean,
winger.
get a coach to work with him on the shooting. But until then, Semenyo is here. I don't know why he's not already in the team. Pay the 65 million, get him on the pitch.
I
And
think Bournemouth want him to play a few games. The Bournemouth manager says he's going to play against Arsenal.
yeah, but if we pay the money up front, from what I don't know how true it is, we're trying to work out a structure for a release clause. I thought that once you have a release clause, you drop the money on the table, and then you decide, or the player decides, that, listen, we are carrying you, we're dropping the money up front. There's a chance that you may get injured versus these teams. I'm not taking a chance. I want you to be playing for us as soon as Sunday. So here's the money. You'll take the player. Thank you very much. But I'm no accountant, so I'm not quite sure how they
Yeah.
structuring of the release clause or whatever. I guess he'll be coming after the Chelsea game. I don't know how the story goes, but
Probably. Probably. I mean, Saturday, right? Probably after the Chelsea game because we have a good break between then and the next game, right? But this is this. Yeah, my frustration was not. Yeah, Holland missed goals, and Holland could have done better. It was poor, right? It was poor. This is kind of where Marmoush would help out. Where just take him out and bring Marmoush in, right? But that left side, man, it was just oh my gosh, it was.
all season, but if you notice, all season we have been only playing on one side of the pitch. When Doku is fit, our right hand side is almost non-existent because Turkey is going to drop into midfield based on what I've seen.
Well, that's why
So
you need. That's why you have Semenyo, right, to come in.
Yeah, we need Semenyo, and if we get him, he gets in the team right away. And I don't want to see Savio because the Savio experiment has failed. Send him back to Girona. I think it's failed.
well,
Yeah.
I'm not too quick to give up on Savio yet, but some cameo appearances, 15 minutes a game is going well. We throw him on the right wing, not on the left. Because on the left, forget about it. That's not happening.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because even if he's crossing the ball, all right, he put in a couple of crosses. The only person who's in the box is Haaland. And he's with 3 defenders, so that makes no sense again. So if he's going to get some cameos, 15, 12, 10 minutes, not a problem. He gets it on the right wing. The coaches work with him on his shooting, and we hope for better. But once Semenyo comes through the door, full-blooded charge to May. Semenyo, Doku, Haaland, and Turkey must start. Foden is there, and we use Bernardo where we see fit. But let us see what the manager comes up with, because once he has certain sentiments in mind, and my other worry is, all right, Rodri is just back. He's not going to get any time to, get up to scratch with things with these cameos. It's going to be full speed ahead start. Yeah, and then you said we have a break. Hopefully, we have a break in terms of the amount of games being played, because that's what happened the last time. He played 3 or 4 games in a row, and then we haven't seen him for 3 months. So that's the other thing. So as good as he looked yesterday, are we going to spam him out, or we just cross our fingers and just hope that his knees
Surely,
are
before they play him like that, they know he's ready. That's why they delayed and delayed and delayed, right? So we shall
I
see.
do hope so.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see what happens. But that's my hope, is that they, he's ready. He's just going to get more minutes, little by little. 45 minutes, 65 minutes, 80 minutes, 90 minutes,
Carl
something
and
like that.
Prophet.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You know,
But
Carl and Prophet. You know the other you know what the other positive was? Donnarumma.
yeah,
Donnarumma was
yeah.
hands down kept us in that game. Because had Carl, honestly speaking, had that been Trafford, we would have lost that game. And I can't believe some people actually thought Trafford should be the number one goalkeeper.
Yeah, Donnarumma is next level, bro. It's just not. It's not even a debate or a question. He's yeah. So I mean the Sunderland game. Yeah, was I disappointed a little bit? Why? Because I felt that we had an opportunity. If you play the right team, even if you start Doku and take him off after a while, we get a go. I think. I think we get something. I think playing Savinho just put the advantage to them, and because it's easy to defend. And I know there's some in our fan base who love the guy because he's from Brazil. The truth is, he ain't good enough. I mean, Brazil dropped him, bro. Dropped him. He's not a national Brazil team Brazil player. Even Rafinha is. If Rafinha is a Brazil player and Savinho is not, what are we talking about here? Yes. Yeah, go back to the under 21s or go back to Girona. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. It's just not good enough.
Yeah, and I don't think he's
look,
going
Carl.
to. He's going to. He's
No,
not going to
Carl,
improve.
Patrick.
either.
No, Patrick. As much as I was annoyed about yesterday, I still stick by that we'll win this league. But it's just not going to be easy. 4 points. Look, it's
4
only 4
points is
points, but
Adam. Listen, there is. We have 57 points to play. 57 points to play. Nothing is. No one knows what's going to happen. So just 4 points in January is nothing, and Arsenal know that. That's why they're making noise. 4 points is nothing, especially when they have to come to the Etihad. It's nothing. It's nothing. So we just have to make sure that the next game we win.
and I think, sorry, Carl, and I think also you were saying to me last time, you was telling me and Patrick that these lot Arsenal, they've not even beat a single one of the big 6 teams. I think you were
Nothing
telling us
yet.
last time.
Yeah. I mean, if you call United a Big Six team, I don't call them. But
No, they beat Villa though.
yeah, but traditionally, did they beat Liverpool? Did they
No,
beat
we're talking about
City?
the traditional. Talking about the traditional big 6.
They beat United, so we beat United as well. But Liverpool and City, they didn't beat them. Last year, we lost 5-1 at the Emirates. We could have won that game 1-0, if not for the mad moment of changes that he made again, bringing Ake on the last couple of minutes when he's not up to speed. You keep that team the way it is for the next 10 minutes, I think we win that game 1-0. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the little details, right? It's just the little details. I mean, everybody knows Savina. Savina can make Arsenal's team. Savina doesn't make Arsenal's team.
Hmm.
He doesn't make Arsenal's team or Liverpool's team. Where's he on our team? First team. I'm not hating on the play. I'm saying the guy is not at that level yet. If Rico Lewis can be dropped, why can't Savina be dropped? So that's my own view. That's what frustrated me the most is that I knew once I saw the lineup, like, nah, it's going to be hard because this guy's not going to do nothing. You can't dribble past one on one. Yeah, winger, you can't dribble 1-on-1. Huh? Patrick, Prophet.
Yeah, it was disappointing to be honest.
I go with winger. You can't beat a player 1-on-1. No, the man winger beats you 1-on-1 now. Saka beats you 1-on-1 now. Martinelli beats you 1-on-1 now.
Oh, you know what's funny? Yeah, I know you lot are gonna laugh at this. Yeah, this name that I bring up. You know Jesus Navas, the one that we got from Sevilla. At least he beat his man.
That's true.
Savio is
Hey,
not
that's
going to beat anyone on the left. He doesn't have the option of going left or right. When he's on the right wing, he has the option of going left or right if you watch him. So that's why I'm saying putting him on the left wing is just a waste of a player. And when Marmoush was there as the first substitution when Doku is coming off, it has to be Marmoush because the minute you put Savio on the left, we lose a lot of things. But I don't know more than Pep. So it is just simple. On the left, he's not going to be as beating a player is going to be difficult. On the right, he has more options. Yeah, but at this moment in time, Semenyo is here. So let us just,
Yeah.
put
The
him to
truth
the back.
is, yeah.
He comes on as a sub and does what he does on the right wing, and then we move from there. Right? So goodness, Semenyo is coming in. So that's the only reprieve there. The
100%.
Yeah,
midfield is still shaky, especially if I'm just waiting to see what the story is with Rodri, because it has to be fingers crossed there. But my disappointment again is, as much as Rodri is Rodri, we spent over 300 million pounds, and it's back to, well, not as bad as last season, but it seems that everything now depends on Rodri. So that is my only.
Not necessarily. I mean, let's be fair. Gonzalez has done really, really well to get us at this point. I mean, Gonzalez has proved no one's going to be like Rodri. Just nobody is. There's no one you can buy or train to be like him. You know, these guys come once in a generation. Think about Busquets. No one was like Busquets. Even Guardiola in his time, nobody was like him. They come once in a while, but the best you can do is find a Gonzalez who's close, but not quite the same.
Not
Rodri
yet.
he's a game changer. He's a guy who,
Gonzalez
when
is
he
not
plays,
ready.
no, Gonzalez is not going to be Rodri level. It's just not.
Well, if my memory is up to scratch, when Rodri came in his first season or two, he wasn't. He was
Yeah,
very shaky,
that's
right?
fair.
But we'll see how the story goes with Nico G. But the thing is, there's no help. I'm not seeing any help in the midfield because I don't want to see Rodri having to be all over the place because everybody is waltzing through the midfield and there's no. But then again, who to tell? Maybe it's Semenyo coming with another threat on the right hand side. We'd have less stress in that sense because there's more fear. We have danger on both wings, so maybe that will stem the tide a little bit. But once a team is physical and they're quick, it's a problem. And then we don't return the favor because at one point, Sunderland had one defender on Haaland. When's the last time we saw that? And we couldn't find the ball through or over to put that one defender under pressure. We were just can't play out, and then we were just panic and hoofing the ball back to Sunderland. It's crazy. We got so much space, but let us see. It's I've given up on Pep doing certain things. So even if, let us say, Roger gets injured and we are suggesting, all right, let us put X or Y in midfield to stiffen it up. He's not going to do it. So we're just living in Pep's world. We're hoping for the best. The beauty about all of it, as I keep telling people, is that it's Arteta and Arsenal. As the days go by and the finish line gets closer and closer, unless we give them that double figure push on, they are going to tighten up and they're going to bottle it.
I agree.
Because we gave them a little pressure early in the Christmas, November to December. We saw how they started to play.
Yeah.
Tight, relying on own goals, very cautious, afraid to lose. And that is only going to get worse as the months go by. So that's the only good thing. And the other good thing is any competition that they drop out of. I can guarantee you this. If they fail in the Carabao, this season it's either the quadruple for Arsenal or nothing. I only need one domino to fall. Who are they playing in the Carabao Cup? Chelsea? In the
Yeah,
semis?
they play Chelsea.
Yes. So I only need them to drop out against Chelsea, and then the fan base is going to start because that's one less trophy. And then the pressure is going to mount and mount and mount because it's going to get to a case where they must. And we know that they can't live with the pressure of they must. So I'm just watching and see what the story is. So that's basically where I'm at with the season at this point in time. Still in single figures their lead, so possibilities are still endless. And Arteta is Arteta, so that's the trump card.
No, I agree with you, Prophet. I think you've spoken well.
Malagas is funny. Last season, Savio was in the 92nd percentile for success dribbles and 85th percentile success for dribbles, but he can't dribble, not get past his player. Okay, good. That's funny.
Yeah, but again, so people like doing this, right? They love to quote this data and stats, right? Go and check how many times you get past a player with your dribble. I can juggle all I want on the spot. Can I dribble past the player? Can I get beyond like Doku does? You can't. What he does is he takes us, do a step over, pass it back. Is that a dribble?
Yeah, it's a dribble. It's counted as a dribble. But anyway, guys, let's cut it here. We will chat later if people have got other things to talk about. But anyway, Chelsea versus Sunderland versus City. Some people are not happy. Some people say it's okay. It's a draw. It's a point. And then now we play Chelsea. Oh, Maleska, by the way. So, Carl, what's happening at Chelsea? Why is this Maleska guy leaving now?
Because the board want to run everything. They want to choose the players. They want to run the tactics. They want to run the game. They want to advise him what to do. But I said, you know what? I ain't having this stuff, man. I'm going. Bye-bye. See you later. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
This is what you get when you get these Americans who feel that they know sports more than everybody else running the club. Unfortunately.
Well, they're trying to save face by saying he told them that he was speaking to city officials. So they're not happy.
That's all lies, man. Those people lie up and down the whole place.
Grand, yeah. Anyway, guys, let's just hope that Semenyo comes in. He's gonna play against Arsenal. The Bournemouth manager says there's nothing signed. He did not deny that he's signing for City, but he said nothing has been signed, so he's gonna play against Arsenal.
Yeah, which means that they're about to sign all this. They're about to sign all the agreed, and then they just want to play that game because it's a fixed interest to play that game.
That's what they want. Yeah, they just want to start playing around games. But guys, that's all we had anyway. Big up to everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what you feel. Says Chelsea owners are running the club like a VC firm. That's funny. Big up. I said I'm working out right now. Thunderbolt. So Spartacus in the gym. We'll see you later, Spartacus. Anyway, big up to everybody who came on today, and hopefully you have a